Hi everyone, Righteous Soul TV YouTube creator Songju Choi. Welcome, Common Sense Philosophy. Righteous Soul TV Righteous Soul TV has Common Sense Philosophy programs. In the Common Sense Philosophy programs, we will try to give to the common sense and all over people can understand, and then that is some change to philosophically problem issue of. This is common sense philosophy. On today common sense philosophy topic is problem and solving, which live longer. Problem is, just problem. We say is problem is wrong, and problem is out of correction lines. Solving is problems cure. So then, problem is existence, solving is problem to be completions, solvers. So that if solver is not, then problem cannot be solved. So that to be problem solving, then solving is living. We will some here define problem maker is wicked souls, and the wicked soul use all the knowledge. Problem solver, righteous soul use creational knowledges. If a problem maker win problem solver, then there is increasing problems. That is, problem increasing. All of the cosmos occupy problems. That is what to the cosmos feeling that it is really hot. So the problems lead to die. If a problem solver wins problem maker, there is a decreasing problems. There is no problems, but only two growth. As that, problem solvings, then growings. Still problem increasing is to die. Problem is getting old. Getting older than, just kind of unburnt residue. Problem makers, unburnt residue. Keep just unburnt residue, then a place is getting dark, getting gray, getting just polluted, so that the place is dirty. In the dirty place is also, as a dirty is really hard to live. So hard living place of person and people's angers to the somewhat. So that in the anger places shoutings, so that breaking the silence, so that in the place all is loudly, so that in the place must be break and revenge each other's. And problem solver is problem solver is kind of cleaners. Just problem makers is produce the unventilation, kind of dirty places for problem solvers, and just solve the problem solver, then dirty place to be cleansed, and then problem solver, so that in the getting clean and as solving the problem, then in the regions of people and persons feeling in whatever is there is any angers, so that the persons in the problem solver regions, persons clean and then from dirty to clean, then in the places problem solvers, they do not shout things. They can be, just help each other there and fight each other, so that world is clean, silence, and silence comes. As silence comes, then in the silence, so that some people and persons in the silence. So silence is a kind of what loudly and some anger and to be calmed down is, and there is the anger and there is shouting. The silence must be really just restings. In even all people, the silence is a kind of some meditation or some cause of it. Then inside, most of the feeling is silence, clear. We are just clear is a kind of weather. All the sky is clear. Clean is what? Clean is what? Cleaning rooms and just cleaning. So in the problem solver, the cause of that is what? It must be silence and clears. Silence, clear. In the silence and clears, unexpectedly rose up creation of knowledges. This is all of persons must be experiment the creation of knowledges, because all of peoples needed to solve problems, and that is problem is a kind of creator of noble creators and just painters, creators. All they are trying to concept their realization. Then it needs some new and creation of knowledge requires. That is also the work problems, just painter and then novel writers, and then just concept in all the writing books. So that is find the very optimistic expressions, knowledges. That is the problems, but in the end, it's the problem solvers, which help solve the creation of knowledge. Creation of knowledge is not from outside. Creation of knowledge from inside. Actually, here problem makers all depends on Ikki source, all the knowledge from outside. But creation of knowledge from inside. This is new and fresh and 100% creation of knowledge. But it's outside from the old knowledge is it's not new, and it's not 100% creation of knowledge. this knowledge is, all the knowledge is, contaminated, just wrong, deceit. So that all the knowledge is, not pure, pure knowledge. So, as time goes, then it's, all people face the problems. So all the times people face problems, solving is, all the knowledge is always past. So all the knowledge is the past problem solved, what is that? Rational only. But actually, now the problem is which solver is the creation of knowledge. So, by one sentence then is, the first problem is solved by past knowledge, but now problem is truly impossible now knowledge, because now is problems. So that to be solved now problems presumably comes from future. The future creation of knowledge only can solve problems. Even then, now problem is trying to solve by all the knowledge problems, just the past knowledge. It is nonsense and impossible. So what? Who bring just future knowledge? Who bring future knowledge is righteous souls. It is really, really important, righteous souls. Righteous soul only future knowledge gettings. So, we are now faced in some places is wicked soul living, or all the knowledge, I don't know it. Some places, 100% competitions. Fight. I don't know what fight. So that fighter. There is all the usual used meanings. All the method to wins. There is any regulations. Just winner is winner. So that what happens? No one trying to be wins. No one trying to be righteous souls. Because righteous soul is, not easy to get wins. The wicked soul is some used to deceiving or powerful hires and fighting to the lowest. So even now is fightings, all the knowledge fightings, now is no levels oppressing to get wins. And now it's all over the world. The game is big countries and just some technologies. They are oppressed, and big countries trying to get the governing us. The big countries. What is that? Big countries is not distant, long distance from the creation of knowledge. So creation of knowledge do not depends on creation of knowledge is power. If governing, then what happened? There is any rules. Just they depends on all the knowledges. They are many people's massacre. Many people dies. Two governings by war. The war is big powers. All the big powers, all the knowledge big powers, ultimate tourist war. I don't want to in this YouTube creation of knowledge I expand it, but to be some consent, my creation of knowledge philosophy to be for this assistance accept, then this time is longer than is cannot accepted by rejected from all of our YouTube readers. So I try to, even that is fully is not impossible, but I'm trying to give some conclusions. Problem solver is righteous souls. Problem solver, righteous soul. Righteous soul must be live silence clear. Righteous soul bring from inside. It's outside, inside. From inside. Future knowledge or creation knowledge bring righteous souls. It's righteous souls. Righteous. What is that? Righteous is must be real, true. So we don't know who is true, who is real. No one knows it, but only knows by cosmos. Okay. Problem and solving which live longer. Problems and solvings. If a problem is wins, then there is a solved in the places. If a solvings wins, then in their problems all solve the problems. So then solving is grow. Problem is die. If in the places growing is longer, then the place is the place is developing now, developing growth, growing. But this problem is winner is the places must be die. So which is live longer is then ultimately we want to know that solving is must be live longer is better. But solvings, how to solvings? If I son give is vertical time living, solving is vertical time living. Vertical time is depths, limitless, multiple, wide, limitless. But the problem is horizontal time. Horizontal times. Widest, limitless, multiple, depths, one per limitless. Solving living is only what is righteous soul. So, how to living is righteous soul living, and if a righteous soul living winner to the wicked souls, problem is wicked souls, then a righteous soul, only righteous soul, only creation of knowledges, wicked soul only all the knowledges, so that basically a places, a region, a countries, a righteous soul is there, then in the places solver winners. So in the place is growing, and they're growing. So we are just try not to be hurrying to wins, but enoughly to live righteous souls. That is problem solving which is longer than the solving is much longer as righteous soul surviving and in the first righteous soul livings. This is really some complications and depths and difficult to see and hear, but presumably very sure is righteous soul only creation of knowledge bring to the reasons, so that righteous soul creation of knowledge to be solvers, so that please remember, please assure, if all reasons to be growth and just developings, what a personal living or personal living must righteous soul living. This is only ways to problem to the solving's winnings. So solving is much live longer. Thank you very much.